Oh, it's hot out. Oh my gosh, it's so warm out here. I thought I might do a video, but it's kind of toasty out here. That's why I have my umbrella or parasol, however you want to say it. But I was just walking around. I got a few more of those little fairy cottages. I actually found a Dollar Tree that had a bunch of them. I got some for my mom and a few more for myself. So I went around my yard. I'll put some pictures of. If you didn't see my, I'll post pictures of each of my little fairy spots. Some of them you've already seen if you've watched my other video, but. Oh, my word, it's not working. Okay. So, but yeah. But a lot of fun getting those. Those are really cute, really cool. I'm like right in the sun here. I might have to find a more shady spot. But anyway. But yeah, I want to come outside here with my iced coffee and my iced water and just kind of feel like doing a video and just kind of felt like talking to you guys. And I don't know if I have a whole lot of people watching, but I just thought it might be fun anyway, and why not? I'm so glad it's finally starting to warm up, but oh my goodness, is it toasty. It is so toasty. I don't think I can hold my phone this whole time. I might have to move myself around 1 second. Okay, I think that works. It is such a beautiful day outside. I'm like, I have to do a video outside. I'm still kind of in the sun, but I can kind of shade myself like this. But anyway, but yeah, it is such a nice day out. It's not to the point where it's like so brutally hot where you can't breathe, but it's actually nice and sunny. The shade is cool, which I'm not fully in the shade because I'm actually using an old, we had a zip line between two of our trees for our kids to kind of go across our yard, and it snapped a while back and broke, so it's still like the wires wrapped around the tree, and that's what's holding my phone right now. I'll give it a little closer to you guys. Okay, and we're by the Chimes. Can you hear the chimes? Oh, it's so nice. But yeah, I went around today and I actually put some of the little fairy cottages that I got around the yard, so that's kind of nice. And I got my coffee. Ooh, I got coffee today. I went to Dunkin' Donuts. I got my jelly donut, and I got just a cold brew with sweet cold foam or whatever it's called. Cold brew with cold sweet foam. I think that's what it's called. Anyway. Can I drink it? Oh my gosh. Anyway, how's everyone doing? I think I've been kind of posting a lot of videos lately, but it's weird because I've been like questioning the YouTube thing, but then I'm like, I keep wanting to post videos and keep doing stuff like that. So I have. So I don't know, I just enjoy doing it, and I just enjoy finding fun things and showing you guys, and just, I don't know. And today it's Friday, and my daughter is out hanging with her friend, and my son is inside playing a video game, and I don't know, I just feel like making a video and talking and stuff. It's kind of funny because I came on here earlier, I was over by her patio, and there was this huge, I don't know if it was a bumblebee or one of those wood bees, those big fat black things, and just buzzing around like crazy, and I didn't want him buzzing around me, and I really didn't think it was going to sting me, but they make me a little uncomfortable. So I was like trying to get my umbrella like at him. I must have really made him mad because he kept coming at me. I'm like this, like with my umbrella, like trying to whack him. I said, oh no you don't, no you don't. And I didn't want to hurt him, but at the same time I'm like, you're not gonna hurt me, I'm not gonna give you the chance. So he finally buzzed off. Like most bugs will just kind of fly away if you swat at him. Well, that bee had nothing to do with it. He was in fighting mode. So oh, that's so nice. Do you like my umbrella? Alice in Wonderland. I got it a while back on eBay. I don't even know how I found it. I wasn't even looking for it. I think I was searching for something else with Alice in Wonderland. I heard a weird noise. Anyway, but yeah, so I actually was, every once in a while, I'll just search on eBay for vintage Alice in Wonderland stuff, and I found this umbrella. I think it's from the 90s. I don't know if you can see it. There's different pictures. Isn't that cute? So yeah, I'm like, oh, that'd be perfect for a parasol because I love going outside, but I cannot stand being in the sun. Like, as a teenager, I would live out there for hours. I just get tan, and it never bothered me. Though I do remember one time laying out in the sun, and then I got up quickly to go into the house, and I got really lightheaded. I felt really weird. I had to quick it down on my knees. I didn't even make it inside the house. Okay. But yeah, that was not healthy. But anyway, I enjoy the sun. Like, I enjoy warmer weather now, but I can't stand like being in the direct sunlight. So, ooh, getting a breeze here. Oh, that's wonderful. Take me away. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, this morning I headed out to a couple places. I actually did buy a couple things this morning at a thrift store. And then yesterday I bought a couple things at a thrift store. I made a quick little video just to show you guys what I got. Nothing big, not worth making a whole big video over. But I got 4 cool things. So I will plug it in here so you can see. So yeah, the little mirror was cute. I liked that for the tray for my perfume. Nothing very home about, but it was just cute. And then got the cool embroidery, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep or not, because I've kind of filled up my designated walls. I would fill every wall in the house with them, but I'm not the only one who lives here, and not everyone loves cool embroidery as much as I do. So that's how it goes. But it's for a good deal, and it's funny because more and more people are slowly collecting it. So I've been able to sell a few of the extra pieces that I have, so that's kind of nice, and I can make a couple bucks on it, whatever. So, and then the bracelet and the pink sunglasses I got today, I think I spent a total of like $4 for both of them. The bracelet was like $3, and the sunglasses were $1. They're cheapy little things, but they were pink. I loved them. I thought they were so cute. They probably were originally from the dollar store, who knows, but... Oh yeah, and the little mirror was $2.99, and the crewel embroidery was $2.99, so... Oh, itching. But, let me get my water here, hold on. Ah! Oh, it fell. Oh, it got dirty. That's okay. I got my little Hello Kitty. Ah! It's cold, sorry. I got this thing from Five Below, but I love it so much. Oh, this is great. I don't mind getting a little toasty as long as I'm in the shade and have a cold beverage. I'm good to go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think today's high was supposed to get up to like 70 something. That's kind of nice. How's your weather where you're at? Is it toasty yet? Are you pretty north, pretty south? I like watching everybody's weather. It's funny, I like watching, there's a YouTuber I watch, she lives very far north. She actually lives in Svalbard, which is like far north of Norway, Sweden. And they just had some snow. I mean, I think her videos are like a couple weeks back. So when she posts, I think it's like from a week or two ago. But I love watching, like, they're still like, have tons of snow and stuff. And I'm like, I'm pulling out the shorts. I'm wearing shorts now. Though I did wear pants the other day. But kind of like when it gets to this part of the season, I start wearing shorts all the time. But, wow, we got some weird flowers popping up over there. Oh, look, I'll show you here. 1 second. Let me show you these flowers that are popping up. 1 second. Look at these flowers. I think they're weeds, but they're like really tall. Like growing out of nowhere. Huh. That's kind of weird. Ooh, bad angle. Bad angle. All right, hold on. I gotta put you back in the tree. Yeah, I'll show you where I have you. Hold on. This is the wire that I have my phone propped up on. I'm kind of facing the tree. I'm like sitting here talking to a tree. Okay, we're back in business. Oh, things are flying around me. Gross. Anyway. Oh my word, it's so nice out. I wish I'd made iced tea or like an herb bread. And it's just like, and especially this property, like we have a couple of places where I'd love to get like little bistro sets like around the yard, so you can kind of sit under the shade, you know, on a hot day, but you're not directly in the sun. Or get like a little bistro table that has like an umbrella hole in it, so you can have the shade or not. Stuff falling on my umbrella. It's actually good having an umbrella too because I'm under a tree and the last thing I need is like ticks falling on my head. Jeez, the thought of it makes my head itch. Do you like my bracelet? The pink one is the pink triangle bracelet is new. I recently just got that. I love it. Oh, I feel like there's a bug on me. Oh, I feel like it's on my forehead. Is it? I'm gonna make sure my coffee doesn't fall over. Oh, I hope not. It's so hard when I have like my hair in my face. Like I don't know if it's hair or a bug. But anyway. So nice outside. I'm loving it. Look how green it is behind me. These are actually our blueberry bushes. We actually have some blueberry bushes. The past couple of years they've done pretty well. We had to prune them a year or two before, and we had to trim back pretty far. Oh, there's a little fuzzy caterpillar on the tree. Here, let me show you 1 second. I don't know, where is he? I have the sun in my eyes and I can't. Oh, there he is, there he is. Oh, it's a little fuzzy caterpillar. When I was a kid, I loved to catch these things and like have them walk on my fingers and stuff. Is he fuzzy? It's hard for me to see. 1 second, let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. Might get him a little bit more clearly. Oh, there we go. Oh, cute. Okay. I honestly don't know what the point of this video is. I just thought it'd be fun to do. I wanted to sit outside anyway, and just me talking to you guys. Actually, I'm sitting here talking to a tree, so. Actually, but so nice out. We don't have any real plans for this weekend. We actually thought we were gonna have to go buy a car. We bought an old car off a dealership a while back, under a year, and they were like, yeah, it'll pass inspection, no problem. So we bought this car, and oh, my daughter's texting me. I'll text her back in a second. And so we got this car, and we finally went to get it inspected because we hadn't used it during the winter. It just sat there. We'd used it a couple times, but it wasn't like it had. So anyway, we went to get inspected, and my husband got a call, and he's like, yeah, it won't get inspected. It's rusted out underneath. So we were kind of annoyed by that, and so my husband contacted the place where we got the car from, and they're at first they're like, yeah, well, we'll give you a trade-in value of what you paid for it if you bring it back. And because I think my husband had asked about possibly getting another car through them, and just that way we really weren't out, we were out maybe a little bit of money on interest or whatever, but or did we pay it off? I can't remember how it worked out. He handles the big old finances. I just, we discuss stuff, but Josh takes care of like all the paperwork and all that stuff. Anywho, but Josh wanted to get it in writing that they said that we could have that. So Josh was trying to get it in writing in an email, and finally, basically they came back like, well, we can only guarantee like half the amount or less than half. It was like less than half the amount they could guarantee. So it's like, forget it. At this point in time, we're just stuck with the car, so we're probably just gonna sell it for parts. But we really do need to get like a second car. Our daughter's gonna start driving here soon, but I just like the backup anyway. Excuse me. I just like it anyway because it's just good to have it, and if the one breaks down or whatnot. But anyway, so that's been the thing. But I'm actually relieved because the car place we were gonna go to is like 45 minutes away, and then buying a car, it's you gotta drive it around. If that one doesn't work, maybe look at another one, and then you have to do the paperwork. Oh my gosh, it's like mind-numbingly boring. Ugh. So I'm actually relieved we don't have to do it this weekend. At some point in time, we do need to sell the car, the rusted out one. Again, it'll just be for parts. I mean, it's a good car, but it just, except for the rust. But I do have a fun thing going on tomorrow. My daughter and I have an event we're going to, so that'll be fun. But the rest of the weekend's quiet. This weekend's Mother's Day, so yay. My husband was asking me what I wanted to do for Mother's Day, and there's been times we've gone out to eat, and then there's times where Josh is actually a really good cook, and maybe I'll have him do this again, I don't know, but I feel bad making him cook, but he's a really good, sorry, I'm kicking the wire that this phone is on. I just moved it. I'm sorry. But in years past, Josh has actually gotten big king crab legs, and he found this recipe where you like smother them in butter and seasonings, and oh my gosh, so good. And it's funny because my daughter loves crab legs as well. So, but they've gotten so expensive, or at least they were a while back. They may not be now. Because then I told him, like, well, maybe this year we'll, like, I had this idea, like, oh, maybe we'll go on a picnic. There's a lake near us. We could go take a picnic food up and spend the part of the day. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, what else are we going to do there? Sit and eat and then drive home? Like, we had these little blow-up kayaks, but I didn't feel like doing that. And I don't know. I texted him later. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't want to do this. I know I'm being annoying and fickle, but I don't want to do that now. He's like, that's fine. You're not annoying. But I feel annoying. It's like, now I just might want to stay home. Like, we've had a lot going on. We actually have a fairly quiet life. But, like, if one or two things are going on in a week, it's a busy week. So I gotta figure out what I want to do for Mother's Day. It's kind of late now to get, like, a reservation for a restaurant, but I'm not too worried about going to a restaurant. Really, honestly, I'm not. I like being at home with Josh and the kids. Like, that's happy place for me. Like, I need to go to a lot of places. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love going out to eat. I really do. But anyway, so I gotta figure that out. But anyway, what do y'all do for Mother's Day if your mom's kind of curious to know what everyone else does? Or what do you do for your mom? Have you done anything for your mom? Do something for your mom? I'm actually taking my mom out to lunch next week. The event I'm going to tomorrow morning with my daughter, she's actually in charge of. So I was thinking of, like, going out today with her, but she's busy, like, doing that. So we're actually going to go out next week, and that's when we're going to hang out. So, whew, the sun's on me. I'm in, like, the perfect spot, or it was the perfect spot a second ago, but now the sun's blasting on me. Even with my little parasol. Oh, I need my coffee. See, this is why I need to get a little table out over here. It's like, if I'm under the chimes, then I have a little shade from the tree, and I actually did have I got a beach. Oh, I was actually, sorry, I'm not speaking clearly. I do this. I have 3 or 4 thoughts at once. I get talking, and I kind of stammer and stutter and slur my words. I got a bistro set a while back at an auction. It should have been in one of my videos a while back. And I finally painted it the other day. I painted like a mint green, but the seats are these wire metal seats. But I need to get some kind of, like, wood base for them or something so I can put a cushion on them. But that might be nice to put over here. And then maybe I can get a little stand for my phone so I can come out here, you know. Sometimes if I have a haul for stuff, I can come out here, sit in the shade under the wind chimes and stuff. It might be kind of nice. I mean, this kind of works. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's kind of nice. Oh my gosh, the sky is so blue. There are a bunch of clouds up there, but it's nice. And I don't think we're supposed to get rain. Oh, Sunday maybe? I remember one of the days we're supposed to get rain. I don't know. Oh, I need to get my Hummingbird feeder out. I actually found it in the garage today. I was actually looking for spray paint to do another project, which I couldn't find the spray paint, so that project didn't happen. But I found the Hummingbird feeder, and I need to clean that up. I left the water in it from last year. How gross and disgusting is that? So I had to dump that out and clean it. But I want to get it out here because we had so many hummingbirds last year, and I actually want to get another Hummingbird feeder. I want to get a couple of them because there's so many hummingbirds, and we counted last year. I think there were like 3 or 4 different kinds that came by. They're so cute. We have the one shepherd's hook. We hang the one, well, the only hummingbird feeder that we have, and it's by our living room, so we can stand. They can't see us, but we can see them, and it's really cute. They come up and they go flying and stuff. Last year, I got some really good videos. I wonder if they're still on my phone. If I can find one of the old videos, I'll put it in here. I'm not sure that I saved it though, but if not, I'm sure I'll see them again, and then I can include that. But I got some really cool videos and stuff, and I think I can probably slow it down too. I love seeing hummingbirds, like, in slow-mo. That's so cool. But anyway, yeah, I gotta do that. It's already nice and warm out. I'm sure they're around. I just haven't seen them. I think someone the other day said they saw one of the hummingbirds. So I don't know if they migrate up or down. Migrate up. I'm not sure where they migrate from, but anyway. I'm ready to see the hummingbirds. I haven't seen any butterflies yet. Tons of robins. I actually think I saw a Baltimore Oriole bird earlier. I saw, like, a really black and orange bird. Like, it was very, very orange on the side or the belly or something. And I'm like, no, I think that's actually a robin. And I looked, it kind of flew away. And I'm like, oh, I think it's a Baltimore Oriole. Oh my gosh, spit it out. Okay, that's done. was actually thinking today, I love being outside. Like, a lot of my kidhood was outside. Like, we didn't have social media in the 80s and 90s, and both my grandparents growing up had decent woods, so my brothers and I would go out and play in the woods. So my one set of grandparents did have like 3 acres of woods, and my dad actually grew up there. Like, it's just the nicest place to play as a kid. And oh, my daughter texted me again. Let me quick text her back. Okay, all right. My daughter's really good at letting me know like where she's at and stuff, because they'll walk around town and stuff, but I'm like, that's fine, just let me know where you're at. I'm not trying to be a controlling mom. There are too many sickos out there. I'm sorry. Like, I need to know where my daughter's at. I'm like, if God forbid something happens to you, at least I can tell the cop, well, you know, this such and such a time she was here, and this is the last time I heard of her, so, you know, I'm hoping, you know, I always pray over my kids and for their safety and stuff. I leave them in God's hands, but at the same time, I'm like, still want to be smart, though. Just let me know where you're at, just so I know. You know, someday she's going to get to the age where I'm not going to really know where she is, I guess. But at this age, let me know, please. So Mama doesn't worry. But, yeah, anyway. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, playing in the woods. But I miss that, because I remember the back part of my grandparents' woods was, like, open. Like, they used to have their garden area. And they actually still had a raspberry bush when I was a kid. I'd go back there and pick all these raspberries. But when you got too hot in like that garden area, you walk back into the woods. It was so much cooler under all those trees. It was so nice. I just like that was like the most fun time as a kid, like walking through the woods, building forts. Like my dad and my mom one time went out there with rakes, and they were raking paths through the woods so we could ride our bikes. Like, it was great. It was like, oh, such a good kidhood. I was so blessed that way. I really was. You know, it's when you slip over, especially my grandparents' house, when you slip over, my grandmother would always like make us breakfast and, you know, fuss over us and stuff. It was great. I remember her. I think a lot of the reasons I liked some of the vintage items that I do is because of my grandparents. I mean, I think for all of us, I mean, there's nostalgia, you know, when you collect vintage things. I think a lot of it stems from nostalgia. Like, I remember my grandmother, she had the Coralware, I think it was a snowflake garland, plates, teacups, all that. I think she had some Pyrex, but I think it was like basic pieces, and I really don't remember them. I remember they had like poodle figurines in the kitchen up on the shelf. I mean, and their kitchen was very 1950s, 60s. I think they built their house in the 50s. I think it was the 50s. My parents will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they ever updated the kitchen or anything. Like, it was, I think even the stove and the fridge, I think the stove was original the whole time. I think they might have upgraded their fridge at one point in time, but I cannot remember. But just the whole, and like they had like a 1950s, it was like a rancher house. They had like the brick fireplace, and in the living room, I remember they had these big windows. I think there might have been, I can't remember, maybe 12 or 16 windows. They're big squares, and like the framing between each one was like this big thick white frame, but the whole wall was these windows. And my grandmother would I remember it's wintertime, she would like get that snow spray, and then she would put on the windows with little pictures and stuff. They always had tinsel on their Christmas tree. I remember that. It was fun. And my other grandparents, they had woods. They had a lot more. They had a bigger property. They actually had a creek and a waterfall. I think that was so much fun. I don't remember that one as well, but it was nice. It was really cool. And I remember the first grandmother was my dad's mom. My other grandmother, who's my mom's mom, I remember, I think she had like some cool embroidery in her kitchen. I think she had little vegetables. Sorry, bug. But oh my gosh, I'm roasting in the sun. But I think that's why I kind of like cool embroidery. I just remember, I don't know if it was asparagus or broccoli, like in a little bunch, and that was a cool embroidery, and I remember that from her kitchen. So, but I'm trying to think what else. I got into my love of Pyrex just on my own. I don't remember my grandparents really having that, but I'm trying to think what else. I don't know, what do you collect, and do you collect anything that has to do with like your childhood? Are there things that you enjoy collecting, like the old vintage stuff? Like, what does that stem from? Or is it just something that you just decided along the way that you liked? And sorry, ants on my my umbrella. But anyway, I just like to hear what people collect and why. It's really interesting to me. A lot of times it is because they got certain items from their grandparents or from a family member, or because they remember seeing it in their home. I was talking to a lady a couple weeks back. I went over to the one farmer's market, and there's some vendors in there that sell vintage items, and she had some Pyrex items and some other like vintage kitchen stuff. And she's like, if I had $1 every time someone walked in and pointed to something like, oh, my grandmother had that in her kitchen, and I mean, as long as you had a good kidhood, those make for good memories. It's kind of neat. I've collected a few toys from like the 80s and 90s that I didn't have, some things that I did have but lost over the years, which is kind of fun. But, well, I don't want to bore you guys, and I feel like if I keep talking, I might get a little bit boring or whatever, but I just really wanted to do this video. I wanted to hang out with you guys, and there's a spider walking on the tree above my phone. But anyway, if you are a mom, I hope you have a really wonderful Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day early to you. And thank you everybody for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Take care. Have a blessed weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.